The spider that freaks me out the most, this might surprise you, it's not the tarantula, it's not the black widow, it's the daddy longlegs. Yes, right? If you don't know what a daddy longlegs is, it's like a pencil eraser with a bunch of like spindly coming out of it, you know? Like, like no. No, that bug's a pig. And someone told me the other day that I told them that I was afraid of daddy longlegs spiders. And she goes, oh, well, actually, a daddy longlegs spider is harmless to human beings because its fangs are not strong enough to pierce human skin. And to that I said, oh, do not talk to me like that. Don't speak to me that way. Its fangs are not strong enough. Like, socialize yourself. Go outside. What are we doing? Take that fang talk with you. I don't like that. I don't like it at all. And if you get nothing out of my set tonight, this is very important. She was wrong. She was very wrong. A daddy longlegs is not harmless to human beings because no animal is harmless to humans if he makes you call him daddy. Ah, yeah, look at daddy's long legs. Oh, God. Kill it. Smush that pervert. We can't have it. Some more personal news, everybody. I got married a couple months ago. Thank you so much. Thank you. Do we see her? Huh? Got married to a human woman. Who's alive and well. In that order. Got married, and my wedding night, best night of my entire life. The morning after, worst morning of my entire life. Baby was hungover. I'm baby. I wake up, turn to my wife, and I go, I feel like a bag of trash. Do you have anything I can take? And she goes, nothing. And I said, nothing! And I realize that voice doesn't scream provider. Doesn't even whisper provider, to be completely honest. So I asked if she had anything, she said nothing, and I go, Baka! So she's supportive. She starts going through her bag, and she pulls out these pills, and she goes, I have Midol. And I said, what is that? It sounds efficient, right? You know? Midol, it sounds strong, like for guys. And she told me what it did, and it's for, if you don't know what Midol is, it's what women take when they're experiencing premenstrual, you know, nervous, I just got premenstrual symptoms. And I said, beggars can't be choosers. What are these symptoms? And she's looking at the back of the box and she goes, all right, well, these help with cramps. And my tummy was a disaster. I was like, I have terrible cramps. What else does it do? And she goes, it also helps with bloating. And I said, I'm in my 30s and I ate dinner after 6:30 last night. I'm pretty bloated right now. We're 2 for 2. This drug's incredible. What else does it do? And then she said, oh, and this version actually helps with headaches. And I go, give it to me! I took 2 Midols, and I have never, ever felt so good in my entire life. So now I just take Midol. I take it all the time. I'm on 4 right now, and I'm glowing, Daddy. I have an aura. Being married means I'm a team player now. Team player over here, team player. Thank you. So when my wife asked me to go on a ghost tour of a Revolutionary War fort, I said yes, even though that sounds like shit. Would I want to do that? It's a terrible idea. Yeah, put me next to scare me people. You know who I'm talking about. Life's not horrifying enough for you. You gotta go. Why go to a haunted house when you live in a haunted world? But fine. I went. I was dreading it. And it ended up being, after my wedding night, the second best night of my entire life. Because the tour guide was what is the term? A Every time he mentioned something scary or supernatural, he immediately debunked it with a perfectly logical explanation as to what had really happened. So I meet the tour guide, we're there, it's very dark out, and this guy, he's got a three-cornered hat on, big ass, bushy mustache. This guy's like 6'5", 370, he's a mountain of a man, sword on his hip. If walruses had a navy, he would be an admiral. He'd be a full bird admiral in the walrus navy. It's the craziest sentence I've ever said. So we get to the first stop on the tour, and the guy goes, "All right, everybody, gather round. Now, if you gaze across this fort, what do you see? Nothing but green grass everywhere. However, if you look at this 1 2-foot by 4-foot rectangle, you don't see any grass at all. And as a matter of fact, grass stopped growing here, legend says, right after the final execution was carried out here in this very location. It's almost as if the grass is too haunted to grow here. Or perhaps no grass grows here because it is the lowest point of the fort. And whenever it rains, all the water congregates in this 1 2-foot by 4-foot rectangle, rendering it impervious to seed. Is it a ghost? Or is it science? Who's to say? And people are confused. This is not what they signed up for. I'm thrilled. This is what I signed up for. I didn't know it yet, but it was. So the tour continues, and we get to the next stop on the tour, and the guy goes, "All right, everybody, gather around, congregate. Now, I need everybody here to be quiet. What is that sound you hear? What is that sound? Listen up, what's that sound?" Well, that's right, silence. Can't hear nothing. However, multiple times over the year, we have our guests stay overnight here at the fort. We do a little camp out. And multiple times at 4 o'clock in the morning, our guests have heard a loud shrieking noise break out throughout the fort. A sound reminiscent of Mrs. Fredrickson when she found out that her husband, Colonel Fredrickson, the master of the fort, was beheaded by a cannonball in battle. And she was so upset, she hurled her body off the parapets of the fort, screaming all the way down until her body crashed into the ground, and she died. They say that noise was her ghost. Or perhaps that noise happens because we're in an area native to the northeastern red fox. And their mating season is late October, early November. Oh, I don't know, right around the time of this tour right now. And the female northeastern red fox's mating call is eerily similar to that of a bereaved woman. Is it a ghost? Is it a horny fox? Who's to say? And I have pissed my pants laughing. I'm with urine. People are furious. There was a lady on her phone looking up a refund for the tour that she was currently on. So we get to the final stop on the tour, and we go to what I believe was the old blacksmith shop. And this part was actually legitimately creepy. This part creeped me out. So we walk through this kind of a makeshift entrance, and there's like candle light, flickering on the walls. You hear the howling of the wind. It was sinister in there. And the tour guy goes, all right, everybody, circle up. Now, you might notice that we walk through a little makeshift entrance. That's because that main door, it's not stuck, but it would take many a strong man to open up that door. However, every once in a while when we're closing up for the night, we have multiple tour guides report that they see that door wide open. It's almost as if the ghost of the blacksmith, who literally cooked alive in this very location, swung that door open to get one more breath before he passes on to the other side. Perhaps it was his ghost that opened up that heavy door there, or perhaps that door's open because we're 1.5 miles away from the airport. And when those big old military planes take off, they create a sort of suction. A suction, I don't know, strong enough to open up that big old door over there? Who's to say? And this woman snaps. She goes, God damn it! Have you been giving tours at this fort? 20 years. In your 2 decades giving tour at this fort, have you ever seen a ghost? Have you ever seen one ghost? My guy goes, Madam, I have noticed in my life that there is a direct correlation between one's level of education and whether or not they see ghosts.